Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are tuning into this video. I hope it finds you well. I just wanted to come on real quick and talk to you about something that I have been seeing a lot of health coaches doing that is actually derailing your progress if you are trying to consistently eat healthier. And that is encouraging you to healthy up all of your snacks or make healthy substitutions for all of the foods that you are eating. This advice is absolutely not helpful for most people if you're trying to consistently eat healthier. And I want to tell you exactly why you should not be doing this. All right. So, if you're not familiar with me, I am nutritionist Dani Taylor, and I work with women to help them eliminate overeat and feel good in their body and finally consistently eat healthier without sacrificing happiness or good food. Now, before we get into it, I want you to think about it. Have you ever been told that you need to healthy up your snacks? If so, I want you to go ahead and share this video. Or do you know a friend who is trying to healthy up everything that she eats so she can consistently live a healthier life? If you know, I feel like all of us know at least one. But if you know somebody specifically, then I also want you to go ahead and share this video because this information is, pretty much out there for everybody. However, it is simply not helpful. A lot of people are taking on this information as law, and it's something that is derailing their progress and actually sending them further the other direction than they intend to go. And that happens for a lot of people. I don't know about you, but it happened for me too. And it happened with one of my clients, specifically one of my clients who came to me extremely frustrated about not being able to consistently eat healthier. And one of her biggest issues that is that she would always find herself binge eating a lot of different snacks that she told herself that she one wasn't going to have or two couldn't have if she wanted to live a healthier lifestyle, right? Now, this was a really big thing for her because about 3 weeks into us working together, she was still majorly struggling with this issue. And she would find herself like peeking around the corner, making sure her husband wasn't coming, or listening out for the kids to make sure nobody saw her eating these things. And it would lead her to feeling a lot of shame, a lot of disappointment, and a lot of frustration because she was really trying and she really could not understand what was keeping her from doing what it is that she wanted to do. And more so than her making it an issue about the way that she was thinking about the snacks, she made it a thing about her. And it started to diminish her belief in her ability to even create consistently healthier eating habits, right? And a lot of people go through this, and I hate it for them because after, she and I were able to sit down and work through some of that mind trash, she was able to get to a point where she can enjoy snacks now, right? She even called me the other day and told me that she was enjoying an Oreo milkshake. And it wasn't a whole milkshake, y'all. Don't be alarmed. I know nutritionists out here saying people enjoy milkshakes and whatnot. But she just allowed herself to have that. She wanted that. She got the Oreo milkshake and she enjoyed it, right? And she only told me about the Oreo milkshake because Oreos is my shit. But but that's something that I also struggle with. I would struggle with binge eating Oreo ice cream and Oreos simply because I believed that I could not have those things. And if you have the belief that you cannot have certain foods, that's some of the things that keeps you wanting to have those foods, right? Comment below. Has that ever been you? I know it's definitely been me. I want you, go ahead, comment below. Has that ever been you? Have you ever felt like you couldn't have a certain snack, but you knew that you wanted it, right? If that has been you, and if you found yourself saying, I'm not going to eat that, I'm not going to eat that, you've probably also found yourself binge eating or overeating that particular thing shortly thereafter, simply because of whatever you tried to fill that space with was not satisfying. And that is one of the reasons why you should avoid trying to find healthy substitutes for all of your snacks, because a part of you snacking is for satisfaction. One of the stupid things that I used to do back when I used to tell myself that I couldn't have certain foods, I used to try to convince myself that rice cakes were going to replace Oreos, right? Stupid me. But but once you get out of that space, I'm gonna just tell you straight up and down, just a quick step back. No way in no world is a rice cake replacing an Oreo. Okay. And if you try to convince yourself that you can have that rice cake in replace of that Oreo, you're actually shitting yourself out of the satisfaction of just enjoying the daggum cookie, right? So that's one of the reasons why you're taking out the satisfaction from the experience of snacking. I mean, honestly, you don't need to snack. So why else would you snack? I mean, of course, if there's a situation where you're feeling a little bit hungry, but you're not necessarily, hungry enough for a meal, you can snack on healthy options, that kind of thing, whatever. But in terms of strictly snacking, you're not hungry, you just want something, right? You just want a little bit of something, or you have a taste for that one thing over there, right? If that is you, then give yourself permission to have that thing, because on the back end of you not giving yourself permission is the mindless snacking, which is the real problem. Snacking is not an issue. Mindless snacking is an issue. And that is where you find yourself overeating, or you find yourself binge eating to the point where you're frustrated, you're physically uncomfortable, you're doing all kinds of things because you're rebelling against that quote unquote rule that you gave yourself, that you couldn't enjoy snacks. And that's simply not true. One cookie is not going to hurt you. Two cookies won't even hurt you. It's the pack of cookies that's hurting you, right? Or those 2 packs of cookies. Whatever it is that you're eating, it doesn't have to be cookies, it could be cake. But the thing is, for you to give yourself permission to have what it is that you want to have, outside of it being something that is disgusting, right? Outside of it being something that your doctor said that you couldn't have, all foods are fair game, because no food is inherently good or bad. No food is inherently good or bad. It is all up to you how much you're consuming, how often you're consuming, and when you're consuming these things, on how they'll affect your body. Okay. So I just want you all to keep that in mind. If you hear somebody say you need to make some healthy substitutes, or you don't eat that cookie, go eat that rice cake, unless it is your doctor who looks at your blood work and knows, what's best for your heart and all that kind of jazz. Unless it is your primary care physician, take a step back and ask yourself, is it something that you choose not to have, or is it something that you choose to have, right? When you start to create your own standards around the way that you're eating, then you can start to step into that space where you're enjoying your own Oreo milkshakes too. That figure of speech, whatever it is for you, it doesn't have to be Oreo milkshakes. But when you can enjoy your thing, when I can enjoy Oreos that ain't damn rice cakes, okay? Whatever that looks like for you. And if you know you want that for yourself, but you don't know how to create that, you don't know how to find that balance between making those healthy substitutions, which is something that I do recommend. Hear me clear. I do recommend you make healthy substitutions when it feels good for you. Okay. So if you know that you want that, but you don't know how to create that for yourself, then I want you to go ahead and book a food freedom consultation with me. I have a few available this week, where I'll sit with you and talk to you specifically about your plan and your step-by-step actions that you need to take to consistently eat healthier without sacrificing your happiness and good food. Okay. You can find your link to book your food freedom consultation below this video. If I don't see you inside of your food freedom consultation, then I'll see you next time.